Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift's involvement in the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively lawsuit, despite the fact that she says she is perplexed that she is even mentioned in this lawsuit at all. We have a couple of interviews to show you. We have the voice memo that was released last night. I will put the link here. Go listen to that. But Taylor Swift is also mentioned in that voice memo as well as in the actual lawsuit. We are going to look at the pieces because there are three separate pieces I want to look at that involves Taylor Swift as well. So we have several pieces of this puzzle to put together, and you can let me know what you think, if she is involved or if she's not, because, and I'll give you a hint here and give you a little insight, Taylor Swift, the name, is not ever mentioned, but you'll see why, or at least in the lawsuit. Taylor Swift, the name, is never mentioned in the lawsuit, but you can see why people are implying that it is indeed her, because it fits, when the person fits the glove, it is what it is. So we are going to look at the lawsuit, we're going to look at some interviews, we're going to look at the voice memo, and you let me know if you think Taylor Swift is involved in this more than she is letting on. Before I continue, enough blabbering, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the updates on this. I have a new channel as well. I will link it below. It's for lifestyle and content creation tips on how to get monetized. So if you could follow me over there as well and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. All right, the first thing I want to look at is an interview from the young Lily that played Blake Lively in the movie It Ends With Us. It is an interview between her and a reporter on the premiere of It Ends With Us, where she literally says that Taylor Swift got her the part. Like, she says that Taylor Swift got her the part, and even says, like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this or not, but, and then tells us that Taylor Swift literally got her the part of young Lily. Here is that interview.
She really did take this kind of big sister role. I know you play the younger version of her.
Yeah.
This is your first movie. Any words of advice that she gave you? Because I'm sure it could be a little overwhelming.
She said you just have to trust that you've got it, you know? Like, if you have your own self-assurance and you know that you're meant to be there and that, like, you have that self-worth, that is what's going to take you far. So I'm trying to do that, you know?
I mean, this is a huge first role. What was it like to be able to, like, to take a role that means so much to a lot of people?
It's just such a privilege. I mean, the complexities of Lily, the dynamics of that character, it's so exciting as an actor to be able to play a role like that isn't one note. She's so multifaceted, you know? It's a privilege. Yeah.
I hear that Taylor may have had some influence in getting you
Yes, she did. Yeah, I know. I don't even know if I'm meant to be saying it, but I'm saying it. She was a helpful part of the process of the audition, which I found out later after I got it, and that rocked my world.
Okay, that's pretty specific that Taylor got her the job, and, like, I mean, I don't know how you can deny that one. So, let's look at the second interview, which is the interview that Blake Lively has done in the past, talking about how Taylor Swift is involved in this movie and how she's supportive and how she has a creative insight and literally talks about how Taylor Swift is involved. Like, you can't deny it because it's literally coming from Blake Lively's mouth. No one else. This is from Blake Lively herself. Now, this is not the best, like, clip of an interview because this was done at, like, a small, like, book release gathering type situation that they had. But, I mean, she literally says that Taylor Swift was involved in the creation of this film. Here is that interview.
She was with me on this experience the whole time, all throughout it. So, like, she really lived this with me. She was, you know, she's a person who shows up for you. And I'm so grateful to have that love and that support.
Now we need to look at what is actually in the lawsuit, because this is going to go along with the voice memo. This is where it gets legal here. This is where it gets important and big, and I promise you those two clips will be used in court. Now, a court date has been set, but the court date is for the New York Times versus Justin Baldoni, and that court date is set for March 9th, 2026. Now, we do have a court date set for upcoming very soon on February 3rd, I think, when in regards to the gag order that Ryan Reynolds has requested to put on Justin Baldoni's lawyer. So that is going to be some big news, and probably why this voice memo got put out last night is because they're trying to get out as much stuff as they can before a gag order is put on them. So we need to talk about this voice memo because this is going to be vital in the evidence, because this actually goes with the lawsuit. Now, a lot of people were saying, why was the voice memo sent at 2 a.m.? Why was it sent at 2 a.m.? And that is because, and I'm going to put the picture here, the text that he is replying to in this voice memo, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my computer here, was sent to Justin Baldoni. The text he's replying to was sent at 1:49. So he sent this voice memo right after he received this text, probably because he was a bit nervous about what she had said. And I'm going to read it to you now, saying, "That's very appreciated. That means a lot. I'm deeply inspired by the film we're going to make outside of the success of this book. We have such an opportunity to not only surprise people who love the book, but reach an even bigger audience by making an undeniably dynamic and also commercial film. The moment that excites me most the other day was when you said, 'You're not funny, you are going to kill that rooftop scene.' You know it, I'm sure, even though it was said in a playful self-deprecation that we all participate in. It made me think of the process as a whole. Please know I trust that on the day you've got me, and I hope that you trust that I got you if you want it. We're in this together, and we are two of the most determined people I know. We also have very high bars set for ourselves. To collaborate with that type of partner is a gift that neither of us will squander, because we both care too much about the result and also the experience. I have no motives except for you to win as a director, as an actor, as a studio, as a writer. If you win, I win. If you win, our movie wins. We are aligned, and we will bring everything I have to this." Now, that was sent on April 15th, 2023 at 1:54 a.m. Now, there is another, so that is talking about the voice memo is in reply to that. Now, in this voice memo, you can go back and listen to the whole thing, but he mentions in this voice memo Ryan, Blake, and a third party. And that third party is most likely Taylor Swift. Now, here is that voice memo for you to listen to, and then I'm going to continue on, or at least that clip of it, continue on with the actual lawsuit itself, and then we're going to revisit the clip again because there's something I want to show you, and I want you to listen to it again to put it in more perspective. Here it is.
And damn right, you got great friends if that's how you felt and they knew that, and we should all have friends like that, aside from the fact that they're two of the most creative people on the planet. The three of you guys together is unbelievable. Talk about energy and just a force, all three of you. But I just wanted you to know that I didn't need that, because it's really good and it's gonna make the movie sing like you said, and I'm excited to go through the whole movie with you. I'm just excited to spend time with you. I'm excited to be in your sphere and your presence, and for us to share creative juices together, although that sounds terrible.
So the next thing we're going to look at is this text message I'm going to put on the screen for you, and it says, "If you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that and I don't know how to say that name, and I like her. I happen to have a few dragons, for better or worse, but usually for better, because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine. You will too, I can promise you." And in that, people are thinking that she is meaning Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift is known to be her absolute best friend, ride or die. And so this is a very almost fun threatening, if you can call it fun threatening, message to Justin about what Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift can do, because they are such high up A-listers and have such pull in the industry that they are in. Now, here is the part that is very, very important, because this is in the actual lawsuit itself. I'll put a screenshot up here so you can see it. This is talking about the New York City apartment, the penthouse, and when they went up there to discuss the alterations that Blake had done to the rooftop scene. Now, here is what it says specifically, and then I'm going to explain what I mean, and then I'm going to have you listen to that audio one more time knowing what we know now. So this is section 41 saying, seemingly stung by Baldoni's expediently mind-resistant, Lively did not respond and went silent for multiple days. Later, she confirmed in a text below that Baldoni's response, of course, didn't feel great for me or another friend and Ryan Reynolds. Another friend being Taylor Swift. To have my passion praised instead of my specific contribution, Lively was referring to an earlier meeting where Lively summoned Baldoni to her New York City penthouse, where Baldoni was greeted by Ryan Reynolds, who launched into enthusiastic praise for Lively's version of the scene. Hours later, as the meeting was ending, a famous and famously close friend of Ryan Reynolds and Lively walked into the room and similarly began praising Lively's script. Baldoni understood the subtext. He needed to comply with Lively's direction for the script. Now, that famous and famously close friend is, from what we can gather from them talking about Taylor Swift previously in the first several interviews, is indeed Taylor Swift. Now, it doesn't name Taylor Swift, and that's probably smart to not actually put her name in that lawsuit, but from the previous interviews, we can assume that they are talking about Taylor Swift right there. Knowing that now, listen to this section one more time and let me know if you think that this part of the voice memo is talking specifically about Taylor Swift.
And damn right, you got great friends if that's how you felt and they knew that. And we should all have friends like that, aside from the fact that they're two of the most creative people on the planet. The three of you guys together is unbelievable. Talk about energy and just a force, all three of you. But I just wanted you to know that I didn't need that, because it's really good and it's going to make the movie sing like you said, and I'm excited to go through the whole movie with you. I'm just excited to spend time with you. I'm excited to be in your sphere and your presence, and for us to share creative juices together, although that sounds terrible.
All right, so that is the main things that I wanted to show you in this video, because she, again, it said she is perplexed that she has been dragged into this lawsuit, but I think Blake Lively has done that herself. She has dragged Taylor Swift into this lawsuit by being close friends with her and naming her and having big names. Now, the thing is that Justin Baldoni has a billionaire on his side, the director or some big shot to do with the movie, that is paying essentially for Justin's lawyers and to fight this against Blake. A billionaire. The only billionaire that Blake Lively has is Taylor Swift, because Ryan Reynolds and herself are worth $300 million, but not billions. And Taylor Swift is the only billionaire that is close to them, and I don't think she, in any time soon, is going to be forking out billions of dollars to help Blake Lively fight this case. So that is all I have for you in this video specifically. Let me know in the comments if you came from TikTok, Instagram, or here on YouTube. I'd love to know, seeing how I promote my YouTube on all three of those channels, and I've gained quite a few subscribers, so I'd love to know where you came from. Let me know if you think that this is actually talking about Taylor Swift or someone different, and let me know what you think about the whole situation altogether. Are you Team Blake, Team Justin, or are you still on Team I need more information? Let me know in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, like this video if you found this helpful, send this to someone you think would enjoy this video as well, and until next time, love you, bye!